everyone, it's Megan here from Meghan Makes Do, and today I'm going to show you how to make this braided looking crochet stitch. So it's actually a combination of two different stitches. We have extended half double crochets and slip stitches. For today's tutorial, I'm going to be using WeCrochet's Comfy Color Mist in the color Foggy Beach. It's a worsted weight cotton, as well as an eye crochet hook, which is a 5.5 millimeter. So let's go ahead and I'm going to cake this up and we'll get started. Okay, so to start, we're going to put a slip knot on our hook and then pull that tight. And then we're going to chain any number of stitches. So you can use any number of stitches for this stitch combo. I'm going to go ahead and chain 10. And then once you have your desired amount of stitches, you're going to chain one extra one to start our row. So I'll have a total of 11 chains. Then we're going to start by working extended half double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook and draw up a loop, yarn over, draw through one loop. You'll have 3 loops left on your hook, yarn over and draw through all 3 of those loops. So again, yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over and draw up a loop, yarn over, draw through 1, yarn over, draw through 3. So it's just like a half double crochet, except we're doing one extra little chain to start. So we're lifting it up a little bit higher than a regular half double crochet. So it can take a little bit to get used to this stitch just because you have that extra chain at the start. But we're going to go ahead and do this stitch all the way across into every single chain until we reach the end. Okay, so then this is what we'll have at the end of row 1. We just have our row of extended half double crochets. We're going to chain 1 and turn, and then just make note that on your extended half double crochets, you'll have your back loop, your front loop, and then you'll also see a third loop in the front here. We're going to be going through the front loop of the actual stitch. So you have your back loop, front loop. We're always going to be going through the front loop. And then we're just going to slip stitch into just the front loop. And try to slip stitch a little bit looser than normal, just so that you don't get it super tight on these rows. So row 2, you're going to slip stitch in the front loop of each stitch all the way across your row. Okay, so here we are at the end of row 2. This is what we'll have on the back. We're going to chain 1 and turn. Now this is the right side of our piece. So anytime that you're making the extended half double crochet row, the right side of your piece is facing you. So for row 3, we're going to make it an extended half double crochet row again. So here's the back loop, front loop of our slip stitches. We're going to work just in the front loop only. So after that first initial row, we're always going to be working in the front loop. So here's my first extended half double crochet. Again, yarn over, insert your hook into the front loop of the slip stitch, yarn over, draw up a loop, yarn over, draw through 1, yarn over, draw through 3. And we're going to do that all the way across this row. Okay, so here's our last extended half double crochet. That's what we'll have at the end of row 3. You'll start to see our pattern coming through. It might get a little bit tighter on those slip stitch rows, but that's okay. It can easily be blocked later. So chain 1 and turn, and again, look for the back loop, front loop, and the third loop. We're going to just go through the front loop, and we're going to slip stitch in each stitch all the way across. And that's basically it. It's just going to be a repeat of these 2 rows. So you'll do extended half double crochet in the front loop, and then you'll do slip stitch in the front loop, back and forth. And whenever you're working a odd row, so either row 1, row 3. Whenever you're working the extended half double crochet, that's what will be the right side facing. So chain 1 and turn. There we go. We've got 4 rows done so far. And for our 5th row, again, going back to that extended half double crochet in the front loop only. And when I get to the end of this row here, I'm going to show you how to do an extended half double crochet 2 together, which is basically just decreasing by 1. And this is the stitch that I use in my new Harley T pattern, so you'll need to know how to decrease for that pattern since there is a little bit of shaping in the neckline. So go ahead and extended half double crochet in the front loop all the way until those last 2 stitches. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how we do the extended half double crochet 2 together. So yarn over and insert your hook in the front loop of the first stitch, yarn over, draw up a loop, yarn over, draw through 1 loop. You'll have 3 loops on your hook. Now instead of yarning over and drawing through, we're just going to insert our hook into the front loop of the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop. We would now have 4 loops on our hook, yarn over and draw through all 4. So fairly simple, easy to remember. You're starting that first stitch with a normal extended half double crochet, but instead of drawing through all 3, you're going to insert your hook and drop a loop to combine those stitches together. So if you want to check out this stitch in action and you're ready to make something with it, definitely check out my Harley T. Here's the bottom of it. You can see how beautiful this stitch works up. It's a really pretty stitch and it can be used in a number of different ways. And it's just a simple 2-row repeat. So this is what the front looks like. This is what the back will look like. A beautiful, beautiful stitch. So I hope that you'll give this stitch a try. And again, if you want to check out my Harley T pattern, it's a free crochet pattern on my blog. I'll put links in the description below. Don't forget to like and subscribe.